The answer is in the question. How many people? Reddit retell of how many people are in the room. Lena slid into the booth across from me, pale and jittery. The diner was quiet. Almost dead. Just after 2 in the morning. She didn't greet me. Instead, she scanned the room, fingers trembling around the chipped edge of the table. How many people are here right now? She asked. I blinked. What? In the diner. Count them. Not us, everyone else. Weird first question, but I humored her. I looked around. There was the tired waiter behind the counter. An old man nursing a cup of black coffee. 2 girls in glittery dresses eating pancakes. A guy in a windbreaker dissecting a dry burger. A woman in a green coat scrolling through her phone. 6, I said. Lena exhaled, visibly relaxing. Okay, good. Just 6. We hadn't seen each other since last summer. I'd gone away to college. She'd stayed behind. Her sister Mara had died in a wreck just weeks before the semester started. That tragedy had hollowed her out. I didn't expect to hear from her again, especially not in the middle of the night. Lena looked drained. Not like she hadn't slept, more like she'd forgotten what rest felt like. Faint scars peppered her hands and arms, and on the left side of her neck were 2 strange markings, jagged, almost like mirrored lightning bolts. She didn't order food when the waiter came, just black coffee and pie. I asked for fries more out of habit than hunger. We sat in silence until she broke it, her eyes glued to the Formica tabletop. What's the worst thing you've ever done? I gave a half shrug. Lied to my best friend in high school. Told her I didn't feel anything for her when I did. That or stealing gum from a gas station when I was 10. Lena gave a breathy laugh, but there wasn't any humor in it. The waiter brought our food. She flinched hard when he set it down, eyes darting to where he stood. He asked if she was okay. She just muttered an apology. When we were alone again, she whispered, I tried to kill someone tonight. I blinked. What? A jogger, she said. My friend Eli and I were driving. He saw him crossing the road. I didn't, but I yanked the wheel and hit him. Full speed. What the hell? Why? She stared into her coffee. We went back. There was no body. No blood. Nothing. Just road. You're not making any sense. I don't have to. You just need to know what I'm telling you is true. There was a long pause. Then she said, I couldn't see him. The jogger. Eli could. But not me. She tapped her neck where the scars were. That thing we hit wasn't human. The mine tower. 2 weeks earlier, Lena, Eli, and a woman named Rhea had been experimenting with something they called guided immersion. Part hallucination, part meditation, part synthetic enhancement. They used a research chemical called 2C. Lena called it collective dreaming. In those sessions, they built a shared mental city. It started as a glowing garden, then spiraled into vast cathedrals and broken glass towers. But in the last session, they found something new. A spire, she said, made of bone and mirrors. A staircase that curled forever upward. She and the others climbed it in their minds step by step. At the top, a sealed metal door, bent outward as if something inside had tried to escape. Rhea freaked out. She told us not to touch it. Said something called a wanderer was behind it. According to Rhea, wanderers were entities from beyond, consciousnesses that weren't meant to interact with ours. Explorers like them found these doors sometimes. They were never supposed to open them. I heard Mara, Lena said, my sister, crying behind the door, begging me to open it. I did. What happened? There was no room, just a void. Cold. Something brushed past me. I felt pain. My skin tore. Here. She touched her neck again. When I came down, I could feel it. Something was watching me, following me. Everyone else could see it, whatever form it took. But I couldn't. She began to crumble the pie crust between her fingers. It looks like a person. It eats, it moves, it breathes. But it's not. Something extra. 2 girls left the diner, bell chiming behind them. I looked around. For others now, I said. She nodded. You'll start to understand. Why did you ask to meet? Lena finally looked me in the eye. Her voice wavered. Because I knew you'd believe me. I didn't say anything. Truth was, I had believed in Lena long before any of this. In high school, I would have followed her anywhere. She reached across the table and took my hand. You were the only person who didn't abandon me when I started to fall apart. I nodded, heart heavy. But then I felt it, something sharp pressing into my palm. Shit. I pulled back. There was a fresh cut there. A strange jagged symbol, not quite a Z, not quite lightning. What the hell, Lena? I'm sorry, she whispered. I had to mark someone. It's the only way. You're not making sense. She stood quickly, knocking over her chair. The cook emerged from the back, moving slowly, eyes blank. He came to help her. Or that's what I thought. I turned to wave him off. It's fine, I said. I've got her. Lena froze. Who are you talking to? The cook. There is no cook. Her voice was raw now, panicked. You can see it? I blinked. What do you mean? You can see it. She screamed. The cook reached her, grinning, jagged teeth glinting under the fluorescence. He opened his mouth far too wide. And then, Lena dropped. Blood sprayed across the floor tiles like spilled paint. He vanished. No fading. No exit. Just gone. Aftermath. The police came. Everyone said Lena hurt herself. Cut her own throat with a knife. But there was no knife. And no one remembered a cook like the one I saw. I went back the next day. Asked about him. They told me I imagined it. One waitress even said she'd worked the grill that night. But I remember his eyes. And the smile. 5 days have passed since that night. I tracked down Eli. Then Rhea. She told me the truth. Once you're marked, the wanderer knows you. It watches through the eyes of others. It waits for a moment when no one's paying attention. Then it strikes. Lena thought giving it a new target might delay her fate. It didn't. And now it's my turn. No. I'm in my childhood bedroom, hiding out. My parents knock every few hours. They've been talking to people. People I can't see. Standing on the porch. Sitting in the living room. And every time I ask, how many people are in the house right now? Sometimes they say 3. Sometimes 4. But never the right number. Because there's always one extra. And it's here for me. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please let me know where you're watching from and also give me any ideas of what type of stories you'd like to hear next. If you have contact you'd like to submit, the email in the description. Let's build a community. Please like, follow and share, and don't forget to comment. Inspired by a story from r/nasleep by you/disking he green. This is a rewritten adaptation. Credit to the original author.